you ever slammed into a wall that makes you doubt everything? Have you ever experienced a moment where your beliefs, your purpose, and your very foundation crumble before your eyes? If you have, you are not alone. And you are not crazy. In spirituality, this experience is called the dark night of the soul. A tunnel with no end, a storm drowning out clarity. It's like the universe stripping you bare so you can rise anew, like a phoenix from ashes. It's painful but purposeful. A divine pruning, cutting away what's unnecessary for new growth. In this video, we're going to delve into the signs indicating that you are in the midst of the dark night of the soul. Watch until the end if you don't want any regret. Here are 7 signs you're going through a dark night of the soul. The journey through the dark night of the soul often starts like an unexpected storm, a profound existential crisis that rocks the very core of your being. Suddenly, life loses its familiar colors. It's like waking up in a world where everything you thought you knew feels different. Questions flood in, relentless and unyielding. What's the point? Who am I? What's the purpose of it all? This isn't a momentary crisis, it's an abyss, swallowing up your sense of self and purpose. Everything that used to matter now seems like distant echoes in an empty chamber. You're adrift in a sea of confusion and doubt, trying to grasp at meaning where there seems to be none. It's a feeling of standing on the edge of a chasm, staring into the depths of the unknown. The things you once chased with fervor now seem trivial, their significance evaporating like mist in the morning sun. It's an empty canvas waiting for a purpose you struggle to define. Amid this turbulence, there's an inner calling, a yearning to understand the essence of existence. It's like peering into a foggy mirror, trying to recognize the reflection staring back at you. The dark night beckons you to unravel the mystery of your own being, to decipher the enigmatic code of life itself. Every step feels uncertain, like walking on a path obscured by fog. But within this uncertainty lies the sea of transformation. It's not just about questioning, it's about diving deep, excavating the hidden truths buried within your soul. In this darkness, there's an invitation to explore the uncharted territories of your own consciousness, to seek the hidden gems of wisdom buried beneath layers of societal conditioning. It's an odyssey into the depths of your being, where every question, every doubt, leads you closer to the truth you seek. The dark night of the soul isn't just a crisis, it's a sacred passage. Within the dark night of the soul, emotions roar like a tempest, stirring the deepest corners of your soul. It's not just feeling blue, it's a thunderous wave of emotions crashing against the shore of your being. A whirlwind of despair, sorrow, and pain emerges, seemingly from the depths of your essence. These emotions aren't random, they're ancient whispers from buried tombs within you. It's like ghosts from the past demanding attention, begging for acknowledgement and release. The wounds you thought had healed suddenly throb with renewed intensity, unraveling the stitches of time. In this emotional storm, there's a rawness, an unveiling of the layers you've carefully shielded. It's a journey into the heart of your vulnerabilities, where the masks you wear in the world begin to crack. Each tear that falls holds within it a story, a memory, a piece of you waiting to be heard. Yet, within this chaos, lies an opportunity to heal. The dark night of the soul serves as a crucible, melting away the barriers guarding your heart. It invites you to sit with your pain, to hold it tenderly like a fragile bud waiting to bloom. This emotional upheaval isn't a punishment, it's a call to embrace your humanity. It's an invitation to dance with your emotions, to acknowledge their presence without judgment. Through this turbulent sea of emotions, a profound transformation emerges, stitching together the fragments of your soul with threads of compassion and self-awareness. The dark night is a catalyst for growth. It's a passage through which you traverse, emerging not unscathed, but stronger and more intimately connected with the essence of who you are. In the midst of the dark night, faith wavers like a flickering flame in a gusty wind. It's not a dismissal of spirituality, it's an unveiling, a shedding of the layers that once clothed your beliefs. Practices and convictions that once felt like pillars now seem fragile, unable to bear the weight of your inner experience. It's as if you're in a room where the lights flicker, and suddenly the familiar becomes unfamiliar. The once solid ground of faith begins to feel like shifting sands beneath your feet. The prayers that once resonated now echo in empty chambers, leaving behind a profound hollowness. This isn't just a disconnect, it's a space where the walls between you and the divine seem to thin, but they also blur. It's like reaching out to touch something you can't see, feeling its absence more than its presence. It's disconcerting and unsettling, like navigating a labyrinth without a map. Yet, within this spiritual void lies a profound opportunity, an invitation to redefine your connection with the sacred. It's not about abandoning beliefs, but transcending the confines of structured spirituality. It's an exploration of the divine that doesn't rely on doctrines or rituals, but on the raw essence of your being. This disconnect isn't despair, it's a call to forge a more authentic relationship with the divine, one that transcends the limitations of conventional frameworks. It's an invitation to seek the divine not in the grand temples or scriptures, but within the sanctum of your own heart. In the dark night's spiritual vacuum, there's a whisper, a subtle invitation to dive deeper, to find the divine in the spaces between breaths and the moments of silent introspection. It's an invitation to unravel the mysteries of spirituality, not in the external world, but in the unexplored depths of your own soul. In the depths of the dark night, the sensation of isolation is profound. Isolation isn't just a feeling, it's a palpable reality. It's like being in a crowded room where everyone speaks a different language, and you're left to decipher the unspoken words of your own soul. Surrounded by people, yet feeling marooned on an island of your own emotions, the isolation is a chasm that seems unbridgeable. Despite the bustling presence around you, an invisible barrier separates you from the world, a gap that seems unbridgeable. There's a haunting loneliness. A sense that your internal landscape has become an uncharted territory, and no one else can navigate it. It's as if you've entered a parallel dimension, a realm shaped by the seismic shifts within you. Conversations become echoes, and laughter sounds distant, unable to penetrate the fortress of your solitude. This isolation isn't a condemnation, it's a sacred cocoon. It's the silence that allows you to hear the whispers of your soul, a solitude that births self-discovery. The external world fades not to punish, but to create a space where you confront the rawness of your existence without external noise. As this isolation deepens, a shift in perspective emerges. The ego, that stalwart guardian of identity, begins to crumble, not in a cataclysmic collapse, but in a gentle surrender. Layer by layer, the facades you've worn start to peel away, revealing the raw, unadorned self beneath. The ego, once the director of the grand play of your life, becomes a humble spectator. It's not a loss, but a liberation, a shedding of the old, worn-out skin to reveal a more authentic self underneath. The cocoon cracks, and a butterfly emerges, unburdened by the constraints of the past. With the ego dismantled, the landscape of your identity undergoes a radical transformation. You move beyond the boundaries of your former self, embracing a more authentic understanding of existence. It's not just a change, it's a rebirth, a stepping into the realm of your true essence. This shift isn't a solitary affair, it's accompanied by a symphony of empathy. The barriers that once separated you from others crumble, and you become a part of the collective human experience. It's like seeing the world through a new set of eyes, a perspective tinted with compassion, understanding, and a profound connection to the shared journey of humanity. In this altered perspective, the mundane becomes sacred, and the ordinary turns extraordinary. You find beauty in the cracks, strength in vulnerability, and unity in diversity. It's a tapestry woven with threads of interconnectedness, where the boundaries between self and others blur, and you become a witness to the dance of life. Sensitivity and awareness surge to the forefront, a heightened attunement to the subtle rhythms and energies that dance through existence. It's like gaining a sixth sense, tuning into the subtle symphony of energies that weave the fabric of existence. Colors take on a vibrancy that dances upon your retinas, each hue pulsating with a life of its own. The world transforms into a canvas painted with emotions, where every shade holds a story waiting to be deciphered. Sounds no longer merely reach your ears, they resonate deep within your soul. The whispers of the wind, the rhythm of raindrops, they all become melodies in the orchestra of life. Each note carries a symphony of emotions, a tale of joy, pain, and everything in between. Emotions themselves intensify, flowing like rivers through the landscape of your being. Happiness becomes euphoria, sadness turns into a poignant melody, and empathy takes root in the depths of your heart. It's as if you've unearthed a treasure trove of emotions, each one a gem to be cherished and understood. This heightened awareness isn't just about perception, it's a gateway to empathy and compassion. You feel the threads that connect you to others, sensing their joys and sorrows as if they were your own. It's an unspoken language that transcends words, a connection that binds every soul in the tapestry of humanity. Disillusionment with material pursuits becomes a profound revelation. The pursuit of wealth or success loses its luster, revealing itself as a fleeting mirage in the desert of existence. The glitter of possessions dims, and the allure of external accolades fades like distant stars in the morning light. It's not a rejection of materialism, it's a transformation of priorities. The quest for fulfillment takes a different route, veering away from the external trappings of success. Material possessions, once coveted, now seem like ephemeral tokens in the grand theater of life, unable to quench the thirst for inner richness. The pursuit shifts towards something deeper, an exploration of the self, a quest for authenticity and fulfillment. The transient nature of external achievements becomes apparent, and the heart yearns for a wealth that transcends the confines of possessions. It's an awakening to the realization that true fulfillment lies not in what you have, but in who you are and how you contribute to the world around you. In this disillusionment lies a liberation, a stepping away from the race for material wealth towards a journey of self-discovery and inner richness. The dark night of the soul reveals that the treasures worth seeking aren't measured in currency but in the depth of human connection, in moments of shared joy, and in the legacy of kindness and empathy left behind. The dark night of the soul is an odyssey that leads individuals through the crucible of self-discovery. It beckons individuals to navigate the abyss, ultimately unveiling the radiant light that resides at the core of every soul. As these signs manifest, individuals are summoned to embrace the darkness within, unearthing profound spiritual awakening and an authentic connection with their innermost essence. Once again, you are not alone, and you are not crazy.